Okay, I think we are now live. Okay, good. And there's chat over there. Okay, well, everything's set up. There it goes. Excellent. Okay. Now let's remember what we've got, what we're doing here. Ooh, I just ate lunch. Excuse me if my food's settled. Okay. Yeah, we're basically leveling up. We just put on an RS Prime, an ROS. I don't know why I add the I. And then Barocco Tier is in town, so we're probably just gonna go crack open a bunch of relics real quick because that's a great way to level this guy instead of just repeating missions. All right. What we are gonna do though is, because I'm trying to level stuff, we're going to pull the weapon out of the companion. So now it won't shoot at anything, because when you're playing the lower levels, if you put a really good weapon on your companion, then your companion just kills everything before you can kill anything. Yeah, you get a little bit of experience, but you don't get as much experience if you'd have, killed it with the weapon you're trying to level up. They call experience affinity in this game. Okay. Oh, interesting. It's locked. Maybe can I do it again? I thought I already got these. Gifts of the Lotus stolen. Huh. Event 4. It says I haven't done them before. We might have to do these events. Because these go away in a couple of days. All right, I'll do them later. We're gonna stay. We're not gonna get distracted right now. We've got time. We got five days. Almost actually 6 days basically. Okay. Okay, spy. I think. So the trick is to keep up with everybody, because if they're killing things faster than you, as long as you're within range, you still get some experience. So that's a bit too high level, but I think that's what we're gonna do. That's to keep up with everybody. This one will go super quick. We should probably just run a bunch of capture missions, because that's the quickest way we'll crack these things open. And we'll level the whole time we're doing it. Alright, so I've got... I don't have a Zaku chassis. And I already built a Gauss Prime. So I really only need the Zaku chassis. Since it's an uncommon, I'll run this... Actually, I'm just gonna crack open one of the ones that I have the most of. So when I crack this open, it'll be 5. So then I'll have 6 of these, and that'll be the most. So I'll just go down the list. I'm gonna store up my void traces. I could spend void traces. See, watch. So these are the loot tables. So here's the most common, and then you've got your uncommon and your rare. So if you see how I mouse over, so it's intact right now, and see how there's not much of a bar for the uncommon or the rares, but then if you give it a bunch of radiant, then you got a much better chance of rolling on the high stuff. But we're not going to do that right now. We won't refine it. So we're just going to... Whoop! No, we're not going to you right now. How do I get out of that? There we go. Equip formation. Go. And that loaded quick. I bet they're already going. Nope. We're all starting together. So this guy is super tanky.
Bring them in. Defeat the corrupted and use their reactant to open a relic. You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic.
So I hurt myself down to just 2 health, but
there's a heavy unit approaching.
At least this guy can heal himself.
We cannot let our target know we're here. Track them down quickly.
Oh shit. Quickly heal up. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now we're doing better. Wait. So you eat into your health when you put up that armor, and I didn't realize that I left myself with just 2 health. I forgot I'm super low level.
Has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
I'm used to just being able to press that button and fill up the armor gauge and it not be a problem. But this is the prime version that I'm leveling now, and not the regular version that I really enjoyed playing, and I'm happy I got the prime version. Okay, there we go. Alright, excellent.
Well done, Tenno. Your relic is opened.
And if you haven't ever played Warframe, it is the best free-to-play game out there, for real. And they don't have bad business practices. This is the first free-to-play game that got my money. So I think if you're gonna mention free-to-play games, you should mention Warframe as an example of what should be done. Oh, there we go. I finally got all those. And the gameplay even kind of varies within levels. See, right now I'm basically just looting. There's different places you can. There's secret rooms in this level that have like a loot treasure chests and stuff, or the equivalent of, I guess. Okay, we'll spin them all together, and then, whoops, we'll jump in the air and I'll slam them down. Alright, that was cool.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Okay, I guess it's time to go. They're all waiting for me. Oh, well, it looks like I'm not going to make it to the exit in time. So since three of my squad mates are already at the exit and I'm not, when the timer runs out, it's just going to complete the mission. Normally I try to keep up with them. See, I'm not going to make it over there. This is not a... I'm still leveling him up, so I don't even have a mod that makes this guy run faster. So I might as well just kill things and get the experience. I'm sorry I'm wasting these guys' time. It happens. I mean, the whole point of picking the capture mission was to run them quick, so I feel bad that we got nothing but rares. I mean, commons. But you see, it can be sold for 15 ducats. So that's what we're here for. I might actually keep that because it says I don't own any of them.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
All right. These guys, yeah, they didn't want to. They didn't want to stay in a squad because I was slow. That's my bad. Let's see. We gained 1 level. Oh, there's a problem right there. So I've been running my Anaris Prime without any mods, and I really could use a reactor. All right. Okay, let's play the game the way we're supposed to and put mods in my Warframe. Let's see here. So this is the mod symbol, but we're doing aura mod first because it'll actually boost the capacity. So it looks like we got to get something that matches with this. Energy could be good, but I think we're just gonna do health. Oh, wait, we can't. Well, we could, but we wouldn't get the bonus. Oh, I guess we can do a speed boost. Here we go. There we go. Now we've got 38 to work with. So let's start over here. Continuity. Ability strength. Restoring health with abilities grants. 30% ability strength for 10 seconds. Okay, that's good because that's exactly what Inaros is all about. You use an ability and then you gain health with it. Or then you kill something and then you gain the health. I like the ability strength. Oh, we can't. Okay, so those are the kind of in the same class of mods. This is just a really updated one, or a high level in game one. Let's do continuity.
Sorry, artists will play with the volume off.
Okay, and then they need armor because that's just how this guy's played. Oh, it's not a symbol. Armor, steel fiber. It's right there. See, the game is even like here. You need to put this in there. Okay, sprint speed and armor. Yes. Okay, very good. So now we've got some survivability, and now that we've got survivability, let's speed up a little bit so I don't feel bad. There we go. All right. So now we've got a 30% sprint. Okay. So now we're ready to go. Let's put in some arcanes real quick. A lot of energy per armor point, so that means we'll get a lot. Let's do a melee one. 15% chance on hit, 60% attack speed. Yeah, seems good. Okay. Alright, now let's see how quick we can get through a capture mission. And then when we get done with running these, we'll go cash in everything, or go sell everything, and then go pick up the item we actually want.
We received intel that somebody vital to enemy operations is here. Find them and capture them. There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack
so we get to
open
move
a relic.
super fast. Wait, was that him?
Found a fissure. Look out for reactant. You found a target.
There he is.
Capture them quickly before they escape.
Oh, he's really beefy, and I'm not.
Be aware. Only corrupted enemies will drop away.
Come back. Don't you run from me?
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
There we
Keep
go.
fighting. Look for more reactant. The captured
Get some
target
armor.
has vital information that we will need to extract. We need our subject brought back alive. Success. The captive is safely in our hands. Congratulations, Tim.
Oh, we need to do more finisher damage. There we go. There we go. So when we do that, and then we hit him with a finisher, we get our health back. And now we can put on more armor. There we go. Okay, it's time to get to extraction. Let's just get the last two things. Cool, let's get out of here.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
I don't want to keep them waiting. The whole purpose of running a capture mission is so you can run it quick. I should go down there. Yeah, see, they want to go. You could stay and explore, which is the great thing about this game. You can play it how you want. You could run this slow, and like you'll get if you run this as in stealth and never set off any of the alarms, you get a bonus. I think there's even an achievement for it. volt's putting up shits. Okay, that's better. Thank you. This thing isn't too good at range. Oh boy. Apparently if you hold the trigger down when the roll table comes up,
Great work. I am pleased
it just
with your
keeps the animation going. See, we did a little. So we got a level here. We got some experience here. We almost leveled here, and then we got one of these things to sell. And every once in a while, when you crack open a relic, it's actually got something in there you want to keep. So that was the sale. Let's do it again. I mean, we need, is there, see if we're running one about every 5 minutes, maybe we do a defense. We'll break it up a bit and do a defense. And hopefully the group will want to stick around. So the cool thing about, there's certain missions where you have to do an activity for about 5 minutes. And I think that's what this defense is. Excuse me. I just ate lunch. You have to forgive me. And then when we get bored with this, we're gonna hop into Cyberpunk. Yep. No, I haven't. I heard about Helldivers. It was in the news and people were talking about it for a while. I still don't know what the term bug posting means, but
you need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can
I
withstand
played the
their
first
fury?
Helldivers. That was fun. It was kind of tongue in cheek. I liked the humor. It was very Starship Troopers.
You found a fissure. Look out for reactant.
All right, here we go. Okay, the group is actually really good.
The corrupted enemies are dropping reactant. Collect it to open your void belt.
There we go. Oh shit! Oh shit! No, turn it off! Turn it off! Okay, I got way too much armor.
Look for more reactant.
Okay. I think I almost killed myself putting armor on, because you drain your health with this Warframe when you put on armor. But his other abilities heal him up, so it's not like it's a big deal. Isn't the spring sale going on? Is it on sale? If not, I can put it on the wish list and then I'll grab it when it is on sale. There's too many games in the backlog to buy a game at full price. It's just I can't justify it. I can't.
Well done, Tenno. Your relic is open.
Yes, nice competent squad. Clearing waves, no problem. Somebody's got a Warframe this thing like protects the thing it's around, so I could stay in this, and I think the chains like trip them up or something. So the objective we're supposed to be defending isn't even taking any damage. This will be even great when I unlock my fourth ability. You basically summon mummy sand cats, space cats. Mummy, M-U-M-M-Y. and they basically wreck everything's face for you. They put a debuff on things, which makes them even easier for you to kill.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting?
This is one of those. Okay, see, this is the moment of truth. This is where we want everybody to say, "Let's stay," because this is easy. But oh, we got to get our loot first. Oh, look at that. That's something we're not going to sell because I don't have one of those yet. It is a golden pair of rocket launchers. See, these are the prime parts. This is the blueprint, and then there's a bunch of these other things out there. Come on, let's stay. Yay. Yay, we're staying. Come on. Come on. Yeah. All right, so now we're going to pick another one, and because this group is awesome, let's see here. What was it here again? I'm not doing that one. I'm not going to do that one. Okay, I was going to upgrade a relic, but I'm running out of time, so I'm just going to equip one. Because if you can't cheese it, like if I didn't equip one, at the end you don't get a roll. You have to put up the relic that has all those parts in it. Has that list of parts or blueprints. And then you get to choose. You basically team it up and doing this. You get 4 rolls instead of 1. And at least one of them is guaranteed to be a relic of your choice. So you got to figure out what you're going after. And you get a bunch of bonuses and buffs and stuff from working together. I've always wondered what it would be like to play this game in a squad. I don't think I've ever played this game in what we would call other games like where they a pre-comp or like a team or whatever. Like I've never actually put together a team where somebody was like, hey, all right, I'll choose Volt, and you choose this Warframe, and you choose this Warframe, and all our abilities will synergize, and we'll go and wreck face. I bet you could do that, and I bet you would have an amazing experience. But I just haven't gotten that. I've just soloed this game mostly, except for a couple of years ago, like 2014, 2015, 16, something like that. There's a guy named Eric that started a clan in here, and he got the clan all the way to the highest level. And I need to see him online and thank him. Because he got the clan to a really high level, I could buy a bunch of different blueprints, and I'm able to level up relatively quickly right now because the way you level up in this game is by leveling up warframes and weapons, and so I have a lot of stuff to level up. Okay, let's level up the Gorgon. That's what we came here for. Yesterday, I got a new version of my favorite rifle. That's this rifle right here. And it's low level right now, but soon I'll be able to put a bunch of crazy mods in it. This thing is going to wreck face. I like it because it's rapid fire. It has a really big magazine. And it pairs really well with some of the strategies that I have with certain warframes, which I will demonstrate. Later. The rapid fire is very beneficial because you get each bullet. You have the chance to, knowing the damage and the weapon system and stuff, the way damage and effects are applied. Each bullet you have a chance for an effect to proc or a crit to proc, depending on, or both, depending on which way you build the. Decide to build the damage or mod the damage for this weapon. And that's just the stock magazine. Wait till I put a mod in there that expands the magazine by like 200%. Of course, it'll take a minute and a half to reload, but whatever. There's trade-offs. There are certainly trade-offs. Is everything dead?
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the
enemy.
No,
we're good. We're sticking. We're chilling. We are good to go. This is a good group. What do we get? Okay. Okay, I don't have this, so it doesn't say that I own one. I have already built one of these, which is why I don't really care. So I might actually hang on. I'll have to see if the Nell is something I want to build. Okay, good. Everybody's sticking around. Maybe I'll sell that. There we go. To man, the myth, the legend. Hey, Deathforged. Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna be doing these test streams for probably the next week or so, and then I'll figure out what makes sense for me to commit to a live stream schedule. And there'll be lots of different stuff. There'll be gaming like you see right now. There'll be some video editing. There'll be some creative writing. There's just I got a lot of projects going on. There we go. This melee weapon's starting to get a little leveled up.
You have collected enough reactants to open your relic.
This guy's really, really tough. We could, if this guy was leveled, I could be soloing this, but why would you want to when you get more rolls on the loot table when you play with a good squad like this?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Phoebus.
Hey, buddy. Doing some Warframe, huh?
Yeah, there is a. So there's part of their. They. How should I put this? So they're, I really appreciate their system, and they don't do stupid things. They don't put in, because like World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft
Yes.
would create a system, and then they would put friction in it at the beginning, and then remove it at the
Later
unnecessary friction. Yeah, and then remove it later on. So they, and
Almost
to do
like
that,
it's a manipulative tactic.
right. So it's a completely blatant manipulative tactic, and it's annoying, because it's unnecessary and it detracts from the actual gameplay, especially when there's like the repetitive things like kill 3 of these or go find that kind of stuff. So
Trying to sync quests.
the reason they're doing that is to increase the play time,
Play hours,
the time
and,
investment, and investment order like that, and in some cases
some
it's
cost fallacy,
right, and in some cases they do it to with the loot tables and stuff as a way to enforce scarcity of certain things, right? Okay. Well, they don't do that here. The way that they do scarcity is they'll just lock things away for like 2 or 3 years at a time, and just say it's in the vault. And then, like, if I've got that part, and we're a year and a half into the vault, the vault rotation coming up, and somebody needs that part to complete their prime Warframe, then that part's going to be worth a lot. Yeah, they're going to pay for it. They can pay for it with the in-game currency, and then they actually trade that to you, so you can earn in-game currency. You can never spend a dime on this game, and you can still get everything in it. And the way that they do one of the reason that we're grinding these out is because if you don't like all of the parts that you get, you can sell them, because these are the prime parts. You can sell them for a special currency. Is it ducats or ducats? How do you say it? DUCATS. Well, they take inspiration from a lot of different things.
Ducats is the common way that I've heard people in America pronounce it.
Okay. Oh, good. We're staying again. So you can sell your prime parts for ducats, and the ducats can buy some really primo stuff. And that's how I just got this awesome version of the rifle, which is even more powerful than the one that I had. And that's what we're leveling up. And while we're leveling it up, let's equip that. We're getting even more prime parts. So you can get a lot done in this game if you prepare to. So I'm leveling things up. I'm gaining overall mastery rank to progress further in the game, and then I'm getting resources to specifically obtain items from a particular vendor. So it might look like I'm just in the same level killing things, and that is true. Oh, that's really tough.
Ideally, you know, I mean, at least in my opinion, ideally, you would like people to be able to progress and have fun at the same time.
Yes. Okay,
Also, number go up. Wow.
Ability range and strength increase. And then the other thing about so the mini mission is that you equip this relic that has the loot in it, and you can't crack open the relic until you get 10 reactant, and everything you kill has a chance to drop reactant, so it's not hard. But when you get all 10 reactant and you open the relic, one of three things happen. Your Warframe's ability, strength, and power might increase with a huge buff, or your melee weapon might get a huge buff, or either your secondary or primary weapon will get a huge buff and unlimited ammo. And if you're trying to level up a rifle, it's really nice to suddenly have unlimited ammo and a huge power strength increase. So
facts.
it's like, oh, okay, it's time. Once you crack open the relic, you see which thing you got. It's like, oh, that's the one for the Warframe. It's time to start spamming Warframe abilities. Or it's you get, oh, that's the one for the primary rifle. Time to start spamming primary. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes the enemies are in the later, and some of the more in-game stuff. Some of the enemies are like, nope, you got to switch damage types. There is a necro. There's a bunch of dead stuff walking around, and somebody's got a necros. And the necros is cool because you can actually, instead of, I didn't know this at first, but you can use an ability to. He has the summon dead ability. Once you level him up, it's his ultimate, and you can choose which mobs get summoned by killing them with a specific. If you kill them with a specific ability, the next time you cast the ultimate to raise the dead, it raises them as priority. So you can the really hard to kill special units that are shooting out flames and healing everybody else and all that kind of, you do that to those, and then when you summon your army, it's just you just kick it, you just step back and
may I
pick up the
ask a clarifying question, please?
Yes.
The Necros, is that one of the Warframes that someone on your squad is using?
Yes, that is one of those.
Thank you. So it sounds like some kind of necromancer, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Like the Warframe that I am using is called Anaros, and you notice how there's like sand and cats, and sand space cats, maybe.
Looks like futuristic space Egyptian.
Yes, yeah. So they've got tons and tons of different themes. I think they have over 100 Warframes now.
Yeah, I played. I think you had me play eons ago.
Oh, this game was, this game was very different when it first came out, but it's grown. In fact,
it was good back then.
I think it wasn't very nice to do players. The community was, but it was not.
Yeah, that was my experience. Right. I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah, the game's gotten a lot better about do it.
Onboarding.
Yes. Oh shit! I didn't hit. I thought I hit it in time. I was chatting with you and I didn't put in the thing.
Sorry.
It's okay. No, it's not your fault. I should have been paying attention. It's okay. I'm learning. I'm new. See, you can tell that I'm new to live stream. Got it. Practice makes perfect.
out of practice would be probably more accurate, right?
And see, now here's the thing. I want to show you how well designed this game is. Okay. See, before, so the process is, complete the thing, get your loot, ask if you want to stay, okay, and then if you do, you get to pick your relic. Now, if you don't pick your relic and you leave because you didn't complete the mission, you don't get any of the loot.
Oh.
So even though I'm not going to get a roll on this last loot table, the game will punish me for leaving. Because I already committed to the next wave, basically.
Oh, yeah.
I learned that the hard way, by the way. Yeah. But that's fine. The game has to enforce some discipline. We can't. I'm sure if it wasn't there, somebody would find a way to exploit shit.
Well, because what's the alternative, right? Then if you had some kind of like auto system that would select something for you, it would encourage botting, right?
Right.
So through game design decisions, they're clearly encouraging, positive.
In fact, I'm gonna show you. You would like the level design and the artwork of this, but I'm gonna show you. When we get out of here, I'm gonna show you folks one of the open worlds.
Okay.
Because the game basically turns into a Dark Souls game. The movement controls and everything changes, and there are sections where you still use your Warframe, but it's a very, very different play style. This is so many different games in one. It's amazing. You can't. I think the reason that I've never gotten bored with this is because by the time I got tired of doing something like this, I was like, oh look, there's something different to do over here. Oh, look at that. Yeah, see, they walk by. This is which Warframe is this? I don't know the name of the Warframe that does this, but she puts up this big thing of chains.
Okay, yeah, I was wondering what the geometric dome was.
What was that? Oh, it turns into a grenade? So you fire... Okay. Hold on. Okay, you're fucking...
You fucking...
What the hell? I think this gun switches fire modes when its magazine runs all the way out. And it basically turns into a grenade for you to throw.
Oh. How Borderlands of them.
Oh no. I don't know what I did. I swear, he put something in his hand and threw it like a grenade, and I had my secondary equipped.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting?
Okay, it's time to go. Oh, it did work? I thought it said no relic. I'm not complaining. I guess
so they're not punishing you. How even better.
Well, I thought I had
Weird.
made a mistake.
Isn't it interesting how when a development studio treats their treats the people that choose to participate in their games, treats them with respect, how they're able to grow a community and become successful.
Yes, that's very interesting. It would be interesting if there were companies out there that actively fought against such an idea.
I mean, there are, right? There's always going to be people upset, right? I'm sure
Right.
there's got to be people that are going to that complain about some arbitrary thing that's not exactly the way that they want it, right?
Right. Okay, let me see if I remember how to get to this. Okay, here we go. I don't remember.
So is that
I haven't.
Oh, so that thing with that squad is done now.
Yes. Yeah, we got we all decided to leave, and we all got our loot.
Nice.
And
ooh,
yeah, this is
it's like
kinda
a
weird.
skeletal Pegasus robot. You know, I do have to say they have a very unique art style.
Yes,
which is refreshing.
it is, and they have the sci-fi universe that this is in is definitely on my top 10 list. It's
Did you ever play?
Things are really screwed up. In fact, I'll have to show you what the moon looks like after this. Did I ever play what?
Oh. I Divine Cybermancy.
Oh, I heard about it. Yeah, it was a first-person shooter. I heard it was a little buggy, but it was the closest thing we had to a 40K first-person shooter at the time.
It's old at this point.
Right.
Quite old. How to describe it? Like first-person RPG action. I allegedly co-op, but I never played with anybody. It's kind of like sci-fi gothic cyberpunk. Like very bizarre, kind of like I definitely can get like kind of like a future cyberpunk Catholic like influence.
Gothic look to it.
Like it was a bizarre game. I think it was a French developer.
Oh, the French have made some pretty awesome stuff.
Sure. Oh, listen, I'm not knocking it like,
yeah.
at all. Like it was just.
I remember the first time I saw Fantastic Planet. Yeah, that's the French.
I love them. I'm truly a fan. You know, anytime the French are getting uppity about government or corporations, everyone should pay attention because they're kind of like the canary in the coal mine.
I have no idea what I'm doing. I guess it looks like we're out in the world and we're questing together. This is a very different open world experience from the other open world.
I'm digging the art style for this.
Oh yeah. Favorite French director, Luc Besson, and favorite French animation would be Fantastic Planet.
Man, it's just so bizarre how Valerian, didn't really hit the same way that the Fifth Element did.
Well, the Fifth Element had Mila Jovovich, and the Valerian
Fifth Element isn't.
And the Valerian had the world's most androgynous couple on this. They looked like they were siblings. Their nose structure was exactly the same. It looked like they had the exact same nose. If you pulled up those two actors in on a screenshot or something and photoshopped their noses, it would be the same. It would be exactly the same. And then the other problem was they miscast the guy, or at least he didn't pull off what he was trying to act. He was trying to act grizzled veteran,
the kid,
smart, smarmy.
You're talking about the main character guy,
cocksure fighter pilot. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he couldn't even get a 5 o'clock shadow to save his life. And it just
100%. Yeah. No. It definitely, like, if he was kind of like more like if it was more like a classic hero's journey, kind of like Episode 4, A New Hope, is probably the example that most people would think of, right?
Yes.
It was kind of, had that tone. Absolutely. It's kind of like when you see some 20-year-old trying to, teach philosophy on YouTube. I'm like, buddy, you got to go live life for at least another decade here, man.
Gotta start somewhere. At least they're exposed to the material.
This is true. Oh, don't worry. Like, I'm sure, that people like that will have the same experience that we had. It's like, man, every couple of years until you're probably in your mid-30s, you're just gonna constantly be remembering, like, man, a couple of years ago I was such a dumbass.
I was full of shit. Right. Yep.
Well, it's normal. There's nothing wrong with it, right? And as it shows that people are learning and exposing themselves to new ideas. So it's nothing negative, right? It's just that, the unknown. You don't really know. It's always like the issue for any kind of development issue, right? You can make guesses and assumptions, but until you're actually in the middle of doing something, you don't know all the things that you're unaware of.
Right. Which is why I set up the process that I have.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's really, that's really the kind of format and structure that explains, like, the Dunning-Kruger effect, right?
Right.
People that have
and tell the people who are watching what the Dunning-Kruger effect is.
Some people might present it in a little bit kind of like a sarcastic way, which I don't really find to be true helpful, right? But if I'm explaining it to, if I'm trying to teach it to somebody, the best way to kind of think about it is a 4-section quadrant, right? So, imagine a square that's divided into 4 equal parts, right? 2 columns and 2 rows, and on one column you have, hold on, in the first column, on the left you have unconsciousness. On the column on the right you have consciousness. On the first row at the top you have incompetence, and then on the bottom row you have competence, right? And so and it goes row 1 column A, row 1 column B, row 2 column 2 column B, row 2 column 1, right? So you're going right, down, and then back left.
Okay.
So when you're first starting something, you are unconsciously incompetent, right?
Right.
Meaning you don't know what you don't know. There are unknown unknowns, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then over time, you start to become aware of those unknowns, right? So
Right.
then you are consciously incompetent, right? You are aware that there is
a lack.
skills or concepts that you have not acquired yet,
Right.
that are holding you back.
Like if you hear somebody say a word when they're talking about a particular subject, that is either jargon or a very important label of some sort of concept or piece that you need to learn about. So when somebody says a word you don't know and you're trying to learn, you better be looking that word up because it has a word. It has a word for a reason because it is important.
Mm-hmm. It's true. It's true. And jargon becomes a shorthand for communication back and forth, right? So, when you can label a complex concept with a single word or a few words, it becomes easier to, for people that are in the same kind of realm, for you to, not have to over-explain everything, and it's efficient, right? It's normal.
So what's the next? So we've got the phases. The first phase. Just to recap.
Unconsciously incompetent is 1A. Consciously incompetent is 1B, and then 2B is consciously competent, right? This is at the point where, usually you're hopefully there by the time you get an undergraduate degree in something, right? You've gotten some like reps in on stuff. You understand at least all the basic concepts, right? And but you're thinking through what you have to do, right? If you're doing some kind of software or game development, any kind of coding, it becomes like you have to you have to think through the process of what you're doing and how to do everything, right? And the goal is to get to the fourth step, unconsciously competent, right? That's when, for many things, you're able to get into a flow state, or probably like video editing too, right?
Right.
When you're when you understand all the concepts and tools and aspects of things that you're doing, and you need to, and you're not even thinking about the steps, and all the little things consciously. You're just doing them.
That's exactly what the Skyrim project is for. Is to because I have a vision, and I know that the editing tool and just getting, and it's just up to me to get the right shots in Skyrim. I know the editor can do it, and it's basically like, okay, well, I know I can get the shots, and I know I can edit it, but I don't know how. So that's the purpose of the exercise. Get all that footage, edit it all together, and by the time I get done making that, I'll be able to apply the skill set and everything that I've learned to everything moving forward. So I'm challenging myself with that project, even though it's been years. I've always wanted to get it done. But the other purpose behind it is to learn more about the new editor.
Very much looking forward to you doing that.
Yeah. It's gonna be
and that's a very smart thing, sir. Yes. Getting those reps in, right?
That's right.
Greasing the groove, so to speak, right?
Right. Hey, Fug. He joined the chat, it looks like.
Only 60 seconds remain.
This Warframe is really strong. The gameplay mode's a little bit different. You don't get to select from your entire arsenal. They basically give you 3 options.
Oh, okay.
They give you 3 options for a Warframe, and then you've only got a couple options for weapons.
Life support replenished.
This thing has no ammo. It has no magazine. It is... It's just a couple of squeezes. It's not strong enough to justify that. If this thing was three times stronger than it is right now, it'd probably be worth it, because it's very accurate.
Wow. Isn't that probably a balance thing? Accuracy versus power.
Well, it's also a challenge thing. Here's a shitty weapon.
Her brutal actions had consequences, like a deadly pestilence.
Okay, we got some more
Sybil's
decrees.
fear
And then as
spread
you
across Duvere.
progress, you get these you get to choose from a set of buffs. So it's like what do they call this? Roguelike.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Assassin Rush on kill.
Protection,
I don't think this is a roguelike, but
Regenerate
incantations,
5 energy
weapons,
per second.
whatever you can find.
Attacks.
Search around.
Ground slam and power strike.
There must
Let's
be
do that.
something I can use.
Melee attacks are imbued with fire. Yes. Casting abilities boost movement speed by 100%. Wow, for 5 seconds. Rolling deals 120 damage to nearby enemies and staggers them. Yes. I'm doing the roll build. Roll and shit happens. Alright, where do we go? Reconnect to the generator tower. How? I'm really glad my squad mates in here know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Fear ruled Duviri, and yet Cyril, the embodiment of fear, was more afraid than ever.
Oh, is he gonna open that? Oh, they're opening. There's a way to open it. I wish I knew what they were doing.
I feel sick. The king suspects. I'm sure of it. Oh, he's going to send an assassin after me. Any moment now. You have to get to the assassin first.
Go!
Good.
I don't think we're doing any damage. Where's that hit coming from?
It's a good question.
Come on, y'all knew what you were. Oh wait, now he's vulnerable. Okay, he's vulnerable for a quick something. I don't know when during his attack. Oh no, he's off his mount. Oh gosh.
Him when he's off his mount.
There we go. Okay. Okay, I feel like I helped.
Even as
It's
her
important.
plans
You did some
led to
damage.
It's important to feel
disaster.
a sense of
Cyril was
accomplishment.
more afraid of what might still come to pass.
I can't go near the Undercroft portals. Can't bear to think about what might
Crease,
come out of them.
extra hit.
It's going to have to be you.
I have no cooldown. Okay. King's collateral. Okay. So we'll take 200% more damage for a 50% chance of better rolls on the decrees, which are the choose one of three things menu. Oh, I'm really squishy. That's okay. This Warframe heals itself. It heals itself by targeting an enemy and putting them on crucifying them on a spike and standing near it and draining their life force while they slowly writhe in pain.
How capitalistic.
No, those are called the Corpus, and they're an entire faction. They have a concept of what's called brain shelving. So if you can't pay, your debts for all of your implants that you got, so you could work in the mines, then they'll just unplug your brain from the cyborg rig and put it on the shelf for a couple of years.
That's in this game.
Well, I mean, it's a storyline in this game. It's
Okay.
if you dive into the fluff and stuff, and they mention it happening to characters in the game that you interact with. But does it happen to you? No, you're a completely different faction. You're basically so you've seen the big like alien-like monsters that look more like a gray goo incident than actual aliens. That's because the technology, the biotechnology that was used to create the Warframes, was weaponized
Who are you really?
from like some sort of bioengineered virus, kind of like the what do they call them? Shut up. Oh god. So much acting. Heavy blows. The engineers from the Alien series, they were really good at manipulating genetics and stuff, and that's the whole thing about the xenomorph, is that it's a bioweapon left out of its box, and that's basically what the infestation is. Oh goodness. So, and they found children that could, you know, psychically interface with the Warframes, which are machines, and that, you know, it's the perfect weapon. It's a perfect bioengineered weapon. Like, you know, one Tenno could probably take out a company of Space Marines.
Oh shit. Excuse me?
Yeah, like you. I mean, get into the story and then let me know. Like, I definitely think that the Tenno and their equipment and the level of tech, like, this is, like, there's been a bit of a fall, but they still have all of the high quality technology, can build more of it. So, you know, the Imperium of Mankind can't do that. They just have numbers and ever dwindling and rotting infrastructure.
No.
And but besides, if you kill a Tenno, like, all you've done is kill the Warframe. They just build another Warframe and he's back, and you learn from that experience. So like they are warriors with the experience of surviving death thousands of times too. So, like, you know, imagine a Space Marine that keeps getting reincarnated and isn't allied with chaos.
So the Warframes are not actually, like, they're real physical bodies?
Correct. They're
Okay.
they're like the pinnacle of the bioengineering.
Robot
Yeah, robot
yeah,
avatars.
Robot
Yeah.
avatar.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
All right.
Ruin
Yeah.
offers little shelter. Stay mobile.
Yeah, this is boss fight. Oh goodness. Oh, everything's happening. I'm just gonna wait for my squad mates to start shooting at something. Oh, somebody already did it.
Got to get out!
Oh no. You gotta use that pillar. What's shooting at me? There he is.
Don't stand in the fire.
Yes. Yes, if you're good at not standing in the fire in World of Warcraft, you will be good at Warframe, because there is also fire that you should not stand in.
And Nexius Revenge.
Oh, here's something. Oh, there we go. Shoot the ring. Now I remember. Got it. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Void! Oh no!
There's ads.
Oh no.
I'm too close. This is what happens when you walk with rhythm.
Find a way
That
to
ground
stop
looks
its
dangerous.
fall.
Thankfully, you can ninja over it.
I knew it!
Emotion is no longer
Give
in
me the loot.
turmoil.
Give me the loot.
The call
There we go.
of the true warrior has prevailed.
I think that's it.
My head. Why can't I remember?
Are they talking to a vendor? I don't really. I haven't spent a lot of time in here. I got through the story quest thing for this. They kind of introduced you to the concepts.
About today, Drifter. Whatever can you be up to? armed and unfettered in the king's own country.
Oh, okay. What you got? Ribbonmon. Excellent adapter. Forma. Pistol Ribbonmon. We don't need one. Not right now.
Nothing tickled your curiosity.
What you got? Oh, this is decoration stuff.
Quite did you hear?
What's this?
Provo's hold can be sighted
Okay.
just off the
How
mainland.
do you get those?
The place is steeped in anger, sorrow, and fear. So
Okay, so there you can get a Warframe from that vendor.
Now, would you have to buy all of those separately? Like I saw a blueprint and then different parts.
Yeah,
there,
and it had its own currency. So you have to figure out how to get the currency, and then you have to get the currency to get it, and then here, let's look at the foundry real quick. Equipment
Jesus
foundry.
Christ.
So here's everything that's already built. So these are the Det 9 injector, and let's just build another one, and the Feldron. These are all components to these. You're basically taking scrap components and building them back into a major component for weapons. So like this is a major component for Grineer based weapons, this is a major component for Corpus, this is for the major component for the infected based weapons. Here are ones that are already completed. I need to grind out some more stuff, and then I'll have enough to get the third part for the Wisp. So let's look at that. So let's go here and look at Wisp. Okay, so here's the Wisp. See, to build it, you need 3 cells, and you find these in higher levels. Anything level 25 and up, they're bound to start dropping. And there's places where you can get like 10 in a mission if you know what you're doing. And then there's a chassis, the systems, and the neuroptics. So we've got the neuroptics and the systems are already built, but the chassis. See, here's the parts that you need to build it. It takes 12 hours. And well, you do it right before you go to bed. Sure. I grounded. I grind out. Let me just hit the tell the foundry what to do real quick, and I'll come back after work. Right.
Oh, yeah, the foundry can only work on one thing at a time, and it's on your ship. Is that right?
The foundry can work on as many things on it at a time as you want it to, and it is on your ship. Okay. Yes.
Does it do them in parallel or in series?
In parallel.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So you can build if you get like all 3 parts, that's kind of, sometimes I wait to do that. I pre-built the systems and the neuroptics to remind myself that you need more hexagon. You can only get this on Jupiter. So I just if a mission comes and I need to either specifically run more missions on Jupiter, and there are a couple unique things on Jupiter that would make that worthwhile. There's a boss fight that's.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Is there any way for components like that you can flag them to track them? Right. Like, is there some kind of a to-do list for components? Right. That way. No.
Oh my goodness! Look at that. I need one more cell. Yay! Okay. I forgot that I had all 3 parts of this. So this is a prime weapon, so that'd be good too. There is not the thing. Let's do. Or I can sell. This is the official wiki. So if you want, you can go to the wiki, and so, some people don't like to be told anything. I like to try to figure it out, and if I get stuck, I'm gonna look up something to help me get unstuck, because I don't care that much, not about this game anyway. I've been challenged enough.
I can appreciate.
Right.
I can appreciate both sides of that, right?
Right.
Not wanting to have things spoiled, but also, having a life that I don't have that much time
Right.
to spare. So,
Right.
man, sometimes like I'll try for a little while, but if I'm struggling, I'm just gonna look it up.
Right. And they
I ain't got time.
So here they've got the drop and the loot tables and all that stuff here.
Ooh.
And let you know. So it's like, oh, I need this component. I've never heard of it before. You can look it up in the wiki and find out where it is and go get it.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also I use ChatGPT a lot to let's see here. I ask it questions all the time because there's I didn't understand there's certain I saw certain there are these things called arcanes which give you certain buffs, and I saw certain arcanes for a thing called a kit gun, and I'm like, what the hell is a kit gun? And I ended up just having ChatGPT explain it to me, because this is better than having to go, at least for me, it's better than searching through, because not all, there's some really good people out there making some great Warframe content that's really succinct and to the point, and then there's a lot of people that are, I know there's people out there that kind of like the fluff, but like, I'm trying to get information here. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I got 10 minutes for you to just tell me like 2 sentences worth of stuff.
You mean are you suggesting that there might be people creating content that is essentially like a 3 bullet point 1 paragraph community post stretched out to 10 minutes?
Pretty much. And you got like each one of these things follow you around, and they do stuff that's different. And you can have a space doggy.
Oh,
space
I think
doggo.
the Helios looks familiar. The guy down there in the bottom middle. At the very bottom. Scroll down.
Pounces? Space cat?
Maybe the Helios Prime, but there's another one. If you scroll down, there's another Helios there. At the very bottom, below the Worm Prime.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure back in 2017 when I played for a little while, that's the one that I had unlocked.
Yeah,
At least it
think
looks similar.
No, I remember having it unlocked, and I think around like maybe 2018 or 2019, because when I first signed into this, I got like 25 messages like, hey, we did this, we changed this, blah 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 blah. I think they refunded a lot of stuff because I had an obscene amount of resources, and like I remember having the Helios before I think the Helios Prime was the first Prime thing I ever got.
Okay.
And I had the Helios, and I like it because it scans stuff for you, and I got tired of having to whip out my scanner all the time. So I remember being happy with the Helios, and then being even happier I had the Helios Prime. But for some reason, it says that I don't have it, and I've noticed that about some other like really really early game low level stuff. And I think my account was just a little screwed up. There's just something didn't make it through in a migration or something like that. But I'm sure they did what they had to do to get it to work, so I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's go take a look at the arsenal real quick, because we've leveled up to, we started out as level 4, now we're level 28, and that actually increases our this bar right here is your mastery, and there's mastery levels, so that's why it says 19 right there. And I think my rank is currently Tiger. And we went ahead and we leveled up the Gorgon, and all the weapons and everything's fully leveled, so that's great. So everything we were trying to level just got leveled all the way up. Okay, but you see what we need to do. So you see how we've got all these mods in here? This one gives damage and sprint speed, damage but minus accuracy. This thing primarily does impact damage, so we got a mod on there that increases the impact damage. And then we can put some more mods on there, like here, Hellfire. Boom. So now, in addition to the 145 damage it was doing, it also does 68.7 damage in heat damage. And the status effect has a 15% chance to light the target on fire. And that's not bad considering this thing's fire rate and magazine size. One of those is bound to work. And it's got a 30% critical chance, so it's clear that I should do a crit build with this thing. But see, I'm running out of capacity. So to increase capacity, it's already got a catalyst in it, which doubles the mod capacity. So we need to we need to polarize one of the slots. So the first thing that we'll do is we'll use the forma, and we will choose which symbol on which open mod slot we want to modify the polarity of. I hit apply and OK. And now the weapon is once again rank number 1, but it's got some capacity to it. But when we level it up again, see, watch this. So notice how this one's still costing 14. These are the same mods that we had in it before, and we only have 1 capacity left. Well, if we take amalgam serration and we stick it in the new polarity slot, it only costs 7 capacity. We have 8 capacity left over to use another mod.
Well, so that's great.
So we just have to do this a couple more times, and we're going to have a really, really powerful weapon, because we'll be able to dump a bunch of mods on it instead of these low level mods. We'll be able to put in a bunch of really high level mods, because we'll have the polarity to do it.
Did you ever play Mother Gunship?
No, I played it. I think I've heard of it. I remember looking at it and thinking it was. Was it a first-person game?
Yes, like first-person, kind of like you get all these parts basically, and you use the parts to build like different guns, right? You can hold one in each hand, and it gets really ridiculous really quickly, and it's a little bit tongue-in-cheek and fun, and you're basically attacking alien ships or whatever, but like by boarding them, right?
Okay.
So like
how the Tenno arm themselves.
Kind of like what the Warhammer, what was that Warhammer animatic that the guy did? And
a Stardust.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
But like.
Well, that's typically the thing. I mean, it's like it's a 5 to 10 kilometer long city in space. You may as well just smash into it and go and go take what you need. Oh wow! 19% damage, critical chance, critical damage. Where's just damage? Pressure point. There we go. And then let's do critical chance. Okay, 53% critical chance. That's pretty good. And the Riven mods, I don't even know what these do yet, but you have to complete a challenge to unlock them. So you have to equip them, and then you can only have one at a time. Well, only one Riven mod. But and then if you complete the challenge, you unlock their specialty. So they're really powerful. Let me show you. I'll just switch over to my Volt build. This one has a Riven mod in it, and it's become stupid good. This one's it. This is the Riven mod for this big axe, and this is one of the higher level weapons that I have. This is probably the heaviest hitter that I've got right now. It's a big fuck off axe, and it's typically really slow, but it's on Volt Prime, which is like basically the Flash, and so instead of having a big lumbering slow axe, I have a very, very fast whirlwind of destruction, because this mod does 111 heat and 114 electricity, and that combines into radiation. And when radiation status effect procs, it causes the enemy to take an increased damage up to 550%, and it stacks multiple times, and it also confuses them so they attack their own enemies. So it's just my Volt Prime build gets shit done. It's a lot of fun to play. In fact, to show you some of the more advanced stuff, so you know, he's Volt, so he does electric damage.
That tracks.
And there's a mod here that's, you know, Archon Stretch, 32% ability range abilities that deal electricity damage, restore 2 energy over 5 seconds. So with this mod, and then with this one, 60% chance to deal electrical damage when shield struck by melee enemies. So you just run into melee. Oh, and then he also has an ability that when when his oh no, that's because of the mod. Okay, so yeah, either when they basically all you have to do is play Volt, and his energy goes up on its own. You just oh look, I hit something. Somebody came close to me and got shocked because of the mod. Now I get more energy for it.
Got it.
All right. Let's do something with Volt, and then.
Mine. Said there's a dump, but it's my dump.
What are the rewards here? Reactor. Oh, I never completed the Archon hunt. All right, well, let's give it a shot. We'll do this, and then we'll play some Cyberpunk.
Nice, nice. I'd be curious to pick your brain about Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I just started.
Oh, so you don't have much time in it?
No, I've got. I'm gonna put in a couple hours, maybe 10 to 20 play hours, and then I've started. I was looking at the mods, and they've got mod packs and stuff. So there's a mod pack here that basically has 1,111 mods, and he's just like, I really like the game, and I've spent a ton of time curating these mods and making the game as perfect as I possibly think it can be. And I'm like, okay, man, I'll install your mod pack, but not yet. You know, I got plenty of other shit to do. Like play the vanilla game so I can appreciate the mod pack more. You know.
True.
So I'm doing that first, but I'm looking, because there's plenty of content to make. It's like, hey, here, did you know you could mod Cyberpunk? Here's how to mod Cyberpunk. It's real easy. Watch my tutorial. All right. What I'd like to do is try to see if I can get the brake to work, because I want to jump up and get some water and take a bio break. And there's a thing. Oh, there it is. I couldn't find it last time because I thought it was a word, but it is an icon. And this should allow me to take a 5-minute break and start it. And then I should be able to switch over to break with timer. What do you see?
I see. Oh, you've just added a browser source. Browser sources let you display a web page from the internet or a local file, and are commonly used for widgets and alerts. Dang it. Oh, be right back. And it has a wizard at a keyboard.
Okay, and, that's good. It doesn't have the timer, but at least it's not. All right, let me click into the game so the background music's playing.
Music is going.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Everybody, take 5.
Yep. I'll be back.
All right. See you soon.